In Season 3 of The Mandalorian, Djarin bathes in the living waters to restore his status as Mandalorian. But his devotion to his clan means fans don't get a view of everyone's favorite internet daddy. Spoilers ahead. Although there are different factions of Mandalorian people, the one that Djarin belongs to is stringent when it comes to honoring the old ways of the Mandalorians. This means that Djarin is expressly forbidden from removing his helmet in front of any living being. For doing so would mean expulsion and excommunication from his clan. However, Djarin does publicly remove his helmet a few times throughout The Mandalorian, either to say goodbye to his adopted child or to save his own life. Because of these transgressions, Djarin is forced to bathe in the living waters on the ruined Mandalorian home planet to be readmitted to his clan. Mando achieves this goal, and it seems as if he has taken his renewed vows very seriously. Djarin is never seen without his helmet throughout Season 3 of The Mandalorian, much to the dismay of fans. Taking to social media, some fans lamented that they weren't given a chance to see Djarin without his helmet, with one user tweeting, "Din took his helmet off twice in Season 2 because he knew that tin can was staying on for Season 3. Many others agreed when it came to wanting Djarin to take his helmet off at least once. On Twitter, a user posted an image of Kermit the Frog browsing nooses and expressed tremendous disappointment at not being able to see Djarin's face. Likewise, one user wanted to see Djarin as well and said that his helmet could have at least fallen off during one of the many fights throughout Season 3. These sentiments were also echoed over on Reddit, where a Redditor started a conversation by pointing out that this was the first time Djarin hadn't taken off his helmet for an entire season. This statement caused several to reply, with some saying, "Yeah, he should have had the helmet off at the very end, just in the background. I thought they only took it off around family. Would have sold that even better." Others agreed with that sentiment, thinking that it would have been a nice touch to solidify Grogu and Djarin as family.
Let it be written in song that Din Djarin is accepting this foundling as his son.
Another Redditor had their own theory as to why Djarin never revealed his face this season. They thought he remained covered because Pedro Pascal could only do the voice work, since he was also appearing in HBO's The Last of Us. Even though many would love to see Djarin's face, his spoken creed as a Mandalorian prevents him from doing so. But most fans understand why it wasn't an option for him in Season 3. As a Twitter user pointed out, the Mandalorian takes his religion and culture seriously, and he isn't going to risk being exiled again. This is especially true after having to go through so much effort to redeem himself. Another user agreed, explaining that the bounty hunter went to Mandalore for a reason. Elsewhere, some fans on social media believe that Djarin keeping his helmet on in the season finale actually made his enemies seem less evil. The Twitter user wrote, "I was waiting for them to take Din's helmet off to humiliate him when he was captured, but I guess Moff Gideon isn't as vile as I expected him to be." In short, for Djarin to show his face in public again, he'll need to be captured by a truly evil foe who not only wants to defeat him, but also wants to humiliate him. If no villain is willing to sink that low, then it would take an event so monumental that Din is willing to risk his status within the Children of the Watch to show his face once again.